guys. Thank y'all for joining. Give me 1 second. I'm back. All right, let's put that, take it down. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Hey Tef, hey Truth, hey everybody coming in, everybody in the bushes. Thank you guys for being here. Let's jump on into the video. Happy Monday to everybody. Hold on. Oh, there's so much going on over here. All right, let's get it. Hi. Thank y'all for being here. Please like the video. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Let's get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged, in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's get into the tea. All right. This is the Camera Rail Show. I am Camera Rail. Let's go. Hey, Rose. Thanks for being here. All right, everybody. Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Shout out to Live Bites. Claressa Shields, you guys know that she won her fight last night. So she is out, honey, with Papoose, and they're out celebrating, child. She's throwing that thing back on him. I said, I ain't mad at it. Let's get into it, honey. Shout out to Live Bites. Hey, come on. Don't take that ass. Don't take that ass. Okay, we got to cut the music. Look at Papoose. Hey, okay. She getting it, ain't she? Hey, do what you do, honey. Do what you do. But you guys know when they're boxing, when they're training, they're not sexually active. So she probably got a whole build up. He probably do too. So he probably gonna tear her ass up when they get home after all that. She gyrating and carrying on him, putting the booty cheeks all upon him. They doing a lot, child. They doing a lot in the club. So yeah, they in the club. Burruss got on her little cat suit with the bike out. Okay, so they are celebrating and whatnot her win with her match last night. So shout out to them for that. Okay, they like they're having a good old time. So let's move along. Cardi B, child, y'all know she's on tour. She's still out here falling down. She's still out here falling down and getting hurt. I don't know if her butt is a little too heavy for her. This is like the second time that they've shown her falling on stage. I hope she's okay. But she's still out here falling down on stage, child. Let's get this. I'm just giving you guys an update on what's going on in the streets out here. So fans are speculating that the government, child, is still targeting Cardi B after her fall at a recent Seattle show. You guys remember her other show when she fell? She said the government got some type of like voodoo or something on her that's making her fall on stage. But let's get into Cardi. Why is she standing so close to that thing like that? So I said that the government got one more time to make her fall. That's what the people are saying, child. But shout out to Cardi, child. She's still doing well on her tour. She made a little step back and fell. She hit her butt on the side of that thing. I hope she okay, because you know she got those butt things in. She got those the butt fillers or something in. I know she said that after her tour, she's going to Colombia to have it taken out. So, girl, don't fall like that on there. You don't want to have nothing explode up in there while you're on tour. But all right, so she looks great. Let's move along. All right, somebody is engaged, y'all. Somebody's engaged. I said this is why he was telling people to close the door, lock the doors at the church, and trying to get all this damn money. You trying to have one of them Beyonce type weddings. You trying to have one of those royal weddings or something. Marvin Sapp, child. Marvin Sapp has announced that he is engaged to Dr. Lavaris Cole after more than a decade of friendship turned love. The surprise proposal planned by his children and disguised as a birthday celebration marks a beautiful new chapter in 2026. No wedding date has yet been announced, but it says that they're engaged. So yeah, this is Marvin Sapp. Y'all know his wife passed away some years ago of cancer, and he was dating one of the girls from Basketball Wives. All right. Did y'all know that? He was dating one of the girls from Basketball Wives, and then that took a turn. So now he's dating this lady here, Dr. Lavaris Cole, and it appears that they are engaged. You see her wedding, well, not wedding ring, but engagement ring here. So shout out to him for moving forward and meeting someone new. Okay. No hate here, child. You got to love somebody out here. So shout out to Marvin Sapp on his engagement. All right, that's gospel artist, Marvin Sapp. All right, moving right along, child. We got some Kandi and Todd news because TMZ picked it up. We getting ready to look at it. Todd, child, this Todd got kicked up out the house over there, girl. Yeah, I done showed y'all the interview this morning with Kandi at Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. But now it looks like it might be an update. This was what is this? He said it was published in. So it says the Kandi Burruss' ex Todd Tucker calls out Real Housewives of Atlanta star for kicking him out of the house. So let's see what TMZ got to say. Hold up. Okay. Wait a minute, guys. Hold up. Hold on. Hold on. There's something else I want to show too. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, that's it. Why are they just publishing this now? I don't know. Anywho, let's continue on. All right, so let's read a little bit. Kandi Burruss is estranged husband, Todd Tucker. Did he go to TMZ on this? Is firing back at her claim that he's living rent-free in her guest home, saying that she's the one who kicked him out of the main house without notice. I think we already knew he was kicked out of the main house. Said that Todd filed court documents responding to Kandi's claims that he was essentially squatting in the guest home at her Atlanta property. Kandi wanted him out of both homes. All right. Now, in the filing, said that Todd admitted that he was living in the guest house, but he said that it was because Kandi ultimately or unilaterally removed him from the main home by directing her family members, as we all know. So TMZ, I need y'all to catch up because I think we knew this already. Without removing his stuff without his consent, which that can definitely be an illegal eviction. We talked about that before. And without court intervention. So, oh my God. Says that Todd says that he did not voluntarily leave the home, but he said he didn't fight Kandi about it in order to preserve peace and stability. So as you guys know, I think we've covered this already. Again, I don't know why TMZ is reporting this like it's breaking news. Like, this is not breaking news. But as you guys know, Kandi did say in an interview this morning with Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen that there was something that Todd did that made her realize in July of last year that was the end. They weren't trying to work this shit out no more. She was done with his ass. So it was probably, I think what they were saying what he was doing was cheating and disrespecting her. So yeah. I'll be honest with y'all, this is not tea here. I mean, TMZ, y'all used to be on y'all shit, but yeah, no. Yeah, no. We already knew about that, but thank you. Let's get into this Married to Madison news. Y'all thought they were going to say that Kandi got kicked, that Kandi kicked him out of both houses. I was about to say, uh-oh, it's about to really be some mess now. All right, so according to Bravo TV, it says that a new take on Married to Madison couples trip. Let's get into it. Y'all know Dr. Eugene. And this child right here, they stay doing the absolute most. Toya, I love Toya and Eugene, but Toya, you need to work on how you talk to your husband. But let's get into this clip right here from Married to Madison. What?
I think we should establish some rules up front. We might have to have a timeout rule that you seem like you're trying to not have a good time. So maybe you and your spouse should go to your room and enjoy yourself. Here's a couple cards. Go have sex.
I'm gonna leave you.
Who tell people that?
You to be that person.
Okay.
I like Dr. Eugene. He tries to find the good in everything. Okay. Even though Toya can be a stick in the mud sometimes. And her closet, let me just say her closet is flawless. I love the way she has her shoes set up here. I'm that type of chick. I love shit like that. All that extra bougie type stuff. I love all that. Okay. But shout out to Toya for the nice closet. Shout out to Eugene for finding the good in all of this situation. Or all of these situations. You guys know they just took a cash trip to Jamaica, and Toya wound up getting into it with Heavenly, and then Heavenly's husband jumped in it. We showed you guys a clip on that. Dr. Eugene was sticking up for his wife as he should, because Dr. Heavenly's husband, Dr. Daddy, thought he could just jump into a conversation when nobody was talking to him and try to check Toya. I was just like, sir, let the women, and I always say that, let the women talk about their issues. Like, don't jump in it, because then you have the men arguing, because it's only right that Dr. Eugene jump in and defend his wife, right? So shout out to them for trying to find good in the mix. Let's get into this next clip with Claudia Jordan, where she is talking about why she didn't freeze her eggs. Let's get into it. So this is after watching Quad's fertility journey on Married to Madison, Claudia Jordan and Blue Telusma discussed their experiences and regrets. Okay, so I think Claudia was saying that she regret not freezing her eggs back then, because y'all know Claudia is like 50 now. So they said Claudia and Blue get emotional about regretting not freezing their eggs. Let's get into that because y'all know Claudia. I remember Claudia saying that she was married some years ago and it didn't work out. But in terms of freezing her eggs, I think that's something that definitely she's going to say here that she regrets not doing, because maybe she's thinking about it now like, damn, that's something that I never got to do. I've been working hard my entire life, but I never got around to having kids. So let's get into that.
1,000%. Tracy Edmonds told me like 12, maybe 10, 12 years ago, we were having lunch and she's like, have you frozen your eggs? And I said, no, I'm good. You know, everything's like periods on time. If I'm healthy. She's like, you should. And she's like, I have. She's like, I don't know if I want to have a baby, but I might meet a partner one day. And I didn't do it. So I've always been on the fence. But yeah, I do see a lot of women, well, some women that had chosen career to focus on career. And sadly, it seems like it's hard to have both. You know what I mean? Do I regret it? Yeah, sometimes I do. That was heartbreaking to watch that. Cause like, I'm not dying to have a kid, but she obviously really wants to be a mom. So like knowing that that's something you really want, and there are things that you could have done that could have possibly made that easy for you. It's heartbreaking to see. I'll say it. I said it before and I'll say it again. I just feel like in America, especially, I would say Black women more than any other demographic don't usually have the luxury to take a time out from their career to take maternity leave. It's like always like the pressure is always on 100. Blue, talk about your high blood pressure. I have anxiety and ADHD. We don't have the luxury a lot of times, you know, and to like prioritize that. So we're busy working, getting money, you know, and the years go by. Yes, it's very sad. I would encourage young girls, if you really feel in your heart you want to have a baby, please freeze your eggs.
Sometimes people don't realize if they want to have kids. I know when I was younger, I was so focused on like career, school, like going to college and like business type stuff. I was business minded because I was determined I wanted to be somebody and not be working fast food and just like mediocre jobs. I wanted a career. So I was more so focused on getting my shit together. I don't think about having kids. My cousins and everybody were having kids. I had my son later on because I wanted to get everything out the way first. Because sometimes people don't be thinking about they want kids. Sometimes early on people don't want to have kids and then they decide later on, oh, you know, I want to have a child. And that's great. You do whatever you feel like you want to, but hey, at the end of the day, if you might think you might want to, and you feel like you're too busy to try to do it now, the great thing is to do it is go and freeze your eggs just in case, you know, later on down the line, if you decide if you want to just have a child by yourself and just be, you know, get the IVF treatment or whatever, or you meet someone and you guys want to use those eggs, then hey, that would be a great thing to do. I think that Claudia is now looking back and she see or she's having regrets that she didn't do that, because maybe she's thinking like, okay, my career is kind of slowing down a bit. You know, this is kind of missing piece to the puzzle. Like maybe I want to be a mom now. Okay. But prayers up for her. She looks a little sad. I like Claudia. So that's very sad for her. But let's move along. Ray J found himself in some more trouble, y'all. Now, y'all know he said weeks ago he only had X amount of days to live, according to his doctor. Then he was looking for his pacemaker and all this other stuff. But it said that LAPD has reportedly showed up to Ray J's home after a domestic violence call. So he's still over here acting a fool. Let's see. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Said it looks like trouble keeps following Ray J. Now, says over the weekend, cops were reportedly called out to the singer's Los Angeles area home after a DV call came in during the early hours of Saturday morning. So you should be in the bed, Ray J. You just said the other day you done went days without getting sleep. Like, see, and you just got out of the situation between you and Princess. And she done went down there and dropped them damn charges on your ass so you could be around the kids and you back acting crazy again. It says, so what the heck happened this time around? According to the law enforcement sources who spoke with TMZ, the LAPD got the call around 2 a.m. for a battery domestic violence report at the residence. Said the sources say that the alleged suspect was an ex-partner described as a 30-year-old Persian woman wearing yellow. But when officers arrived ready to sort things out, the energy shifted. Says apparently neither person involved wanted to speak to the police, and says you already know how that goes without cooperation. Or without a cooperating victim or witnesses. It said the officers had nothing to work with, so police eventually cleared the scene. So the girl, Ray J, probably told her, you know, I'm already in trouble from this situation with Princess, like don't press no charges or something to that effect. Because if you're putting hands on her, unless she's afraid of him, like, why would she not cooperate with the police if there was an alleged DV situation at the home at 2 a.m.? Again, y'all asses should be in the bed. What you are fighting for at 2 o'clock in the morning. And then a Persian woman. What do y'all think about that? Ray J, my God. Let's move along, honey. He ain't gonna learn till his ass wind up in jail somewhere. All right, Brandy, please come and get your brother. Now, we talked about the other day, the DL Whisperer. This guy, he pretty much knows everybody's business in Hollywood. He's talked about being with Will Smith. He's talked about being with several people. Tamar's husband, Vince, okay? He's talked about being with him. Actually, I was like, damn. But now y'all know he's been getting into it with T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison has gone and filed stalking charges on him, okay, and cyberbullying charges on him. So he's now been arrested. And I told you guys this the other day, we're going to read up on it. All right, that's the little court doc. So it said that Naquan Palmer, shout out to Polish with Lena, said Naquan Palmer, which is his government, better known as the DL Whisperer, was arrested earlier today in Georgia on felony aggravated charges. All right, this was a day ago. The Gilmer County Sheriff's Office carried out the arrest. Now, the arrest comes on the heels of T.S. Madison and Dominique Morgan receiving temporary protective orders against Palmer. It says in an exclusive interview with T.S. Madison and Morgan early in February for Out Magazine, said that they described how They described how T.S.'s viral interview with the Real Housewives of Atlanta's Nene Leakes escalated into online and in-person harassment. Now, on January 23rd, Naquan, which is the DL Whisperer, reportedly drove to Madison's house. Ooh, that's bold. Screaming out of the window, telling his followers that he was going to beat me until the breath left my body. Not on camera, not on video. Oh, wow. I didn't know that happened. Said that T.S. Madison said in an interview, said that he was going to beat me until I had an aneurysm, and he wanted to watch me take my last breath. That's hate right there. Cut on my trigger. My God. I didn't know he was out here doing that. I know he'd be exposing people, but I didn't know he was out here on the violence like that. My God. And if you're going to do it, I damn sure wouldn't be going live to say it, okay? You just pull up on a bitch and just orchestrate, right? You don't be on video saying, so tomorrow I'm going to pull up and da-da-da. You don't do that. Just do the shit, right? And don't do it on camera. Don't do it on camera, okay? But the alleged harassment against Madison is not an isolated incident. It says that there's a growing hostility against transgender people in the United States, which there is. There's a lot of people, transgenders, who are found unalive for hate crimes. You guys know that. Now, from 2024 to 2025, Glad Alert desk tracked 932 anti-LGBTQ incidents, with nearly 52% of these incidents targeted transgender and gender non-conforming individuals. Now, meanwhile, the Human Rights Campaign recorded 27 fatal attacks on transgender individuals last year. Now, since they began recording in 2013, 400 deaths have been recorded, with the majority being trans people of color. All right. So he's since been arrested. You can't do that. That's communicating threats. That's all kinds of shit. Stalking, cyberbullying, like all of that. You cannot do all of that. When you talking about putting paws on people, and you especially going to this person's house, like that was bold, because a person does have a right to protect their premises, their everything, protect themselves even. And T.S. Madison live in Georgia. So Georgia is a stand your ground law, right? So we know what that means. Sometimes you can pull up, but you won't pull off. That's just what that shit means. I'm gonna say it again. in the state of Georgia and any other state where there is stand your ground laws, you might pull up, but your ass won't pull off. Okay, anybody watching? All right, so put it out there because motherfuckers be playing too much. So this says how a viral interview led to T.S. Madison's restraining order against the DL Whisperer. So this is the court doc. Of course, we can't see it because it's like too small. I probably should have screenshot it and put it up. But I don't really care that much to do so. But that's what had happened. So he really did go to this woman's house. So you're on video showing people where she lived, which could incite some type of riot for other people who may not like this person to go to that person's house and also harass or do worse. Because you have some crazy stands. There are fans and then there are stands. You have stands that will go to a person's house and go like far beyond, unaliving people. Like that's crazy. So yeah, he's where he needs to be. Okay, he's definitely where he needs to be. What do y'all think about these topics? Please sound off. This is our pop in for the day. Let's take that down because we don't need it no more. Please let me know what y'all feel about the topics that we discussed. Okay, thank you all for being here. To my top flight mods, D-Nice, what you laughing at? What you laughing at, D-Nice? So yes, thank you guys so much for being here. Tiffany Thomas, Rose Olmstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank you guys for modding. Thank you to all the content creators. Thank you to all the Caramelians and everyone in the chat, in the bushes, for the 180 watching. I think we have more than that. But thank y'all for being here. We will see you guys later. Until the next video. Bye.